martial arts, karate. I bust you down like Itachi, cause you legitimately Hachi. Straight kamikaze, I'm talking to bodies as I go straight brawly. Y'all niggas could hardly be me, I'm not part of the sea. I'm part on the sea like Moses. No psychosis or hocus pocus. I put importance to stay focused. Ignore all the BS on my timeline. I throw a lifeline for those thinking I ain't about mine. Hit you upside your head with a tie iron. Can't be your time if it's my time. The said to be patient, I'm patiently waiting. It's driving me crazy, cause lately the ops that I'm facing is basic and basically tragically hating. Anticipating my fall, they want it all for themselves. So I make the call, no need to stall. I go and get them all off of the shelf. I take affirmative action, I'm blasting and laughing of how you reacting to my satisfaction of cashing injections and Benjis and Wilsons. The life that you always imagined. Brother from the goal, yeah. If you ever see him go, it's Holocaust, the Holy Ghost, overcome or overflow. Yeah. Either way, it's overdose. Watch you walk or comatose, penetrating to your soul. Yeah. Tit for tat and toe for toe, pound for pound and blow for blow. You would never see me fold. Claiming that what you don't know, that is how you get exposed. Left it there with bullet holes.
Leave it alone. Promises all day.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Eldovino Vega back at it again. It's been a while, but we here. It's the Chop Shop. You know what we do. It's in the name. We chop it up about anything and everything, but most revered around here is definitely music, because that's what I do. And most of the people in my circle, that's what we do. And with that being said, I got one of my most favorite rappers out there. He's on one of my tracks, and I am blessed and honored that he is. It is none other than my brother, El Presidente Abu Nas.
My brother.
How you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
Nate makes the smoothest ballads up here. make brothers be like, yeah, man, I need to get up on his level. Maybe my old lady don't favor me a little bit more, you know. Yeah. But it is an absolute honor and a privilege for me to be on your Chop Shop once again. I know we had a blast the last time I was there.
For sure.
And I was telling you about Security Concepts before I was, almost finished. Yes. I was telling you I was in the making of it, and I was like, I'm trying to, make some moves and stuff like that. And then I said to myself, I'm fulfilling a dream, a fulfillment of a dream that 40 years plus?
Right.
And I was so close to having a deal when I was in my teens, and I messed that up. And it's just been like, limping ever since until I got a job type job.
Right.
Now I'm about to, retire. So
what better time, huh?
Yeah, better time. Yeah. Just put it out there and see
it out there. I mean, I'll tell you this much, man. I mean, I know this is definitely a project that we were talking about for a while. We would definitely engage in conversation even once you realized you wanted to actually put it out there. And I know you came to me and we were talking about how you can get it out there, so. But I remember in our conversation, you mentioned that a lot of it was songs that you kind of already had in the back burner, I guess, like you said, that a previous project trying to put out. But I can't help but feel and recognize that there's some songs in there I also feel like are also probably new. Is that accurate? Because I feel like, when you listen to what you're saying in the song, it's like I feel like it's relative to things happening now.
Mm-hmm. It was basically me just because when I go through, I mean, I have FL Studios since 2020,
right
to 21. So basically, I was just using it to create music for the Dark Council.
Right.
But I didn't have all of the stuff to really polish it and get it to for me, it was just basically just putting it out there, and as long as they hear it and they hear it without blah blah blah, and I was good. But I wasn't looking at it from the standpoint of me actually doing it like studios type doing.
Right.
Now I got to the point where I got I got these plugins, and they just been like really sharpening my skills in terms of, and I realized that, damn, all I did was just put the music together, but you have to have the highs and the lows, and
right.
you have to, you know what I'm saying? How now I have a greater man, what is that word? I had a great respect for actual, mixers and producers that sit on the board to make sure everything is crisp and clean in terms of vocal, especially the vocals.
Especially the vocals.
Yeah, man, that you know what I'm saying? And your producer, oh my God, he's just like that man is Dr. Frankenstein. I only wish I could have like a slither of his skills, man. I said to myself, okay, I don't have what El Divino got, so I just got to do it on my own, man, and just walk through it, But I kept doing it because I got a 1,000,000,001 after all these years. I still got a 1,000,000,001 tracks and stuff that's just sitting there, and and like I said, I'll still make the occasional one from scratch. But I said to myself, no, when you love something and then you hearing it, and it's like, well, I'm making brand new stuff. Why can't I just polish up the stuff that I already had, that I used at the the Dark Council in one way or another? And that could be like, maybe 2 months or maybe 2 years. It's just been sitting there.
Right.
So I said to myself, yeah, I might as well do that, just mix it all up, whatever I'm listening to and I'm feeling it, I'm gonna work on it. And for them 16, for them 16 ones, half of it is stuff that was already there, and the other half is, and I made that pretty much even, I made complete, first, as opposed to the ones that was just sitting there, and then I came and polished it up and redo it in a way in which, now my sensibilities is not, oh, I want to get creative on this part here, and mix it up, like Frankenstein's monster and stuff like that, and it worked. So
hey, it worked. I mean, look, we're gonna get to.
Yeah, I'm scared, man, because I know you're gonna go through each and every track. We're gonna go through. I'm sitting up here like I better be on point, because my brother's not gonna be. He's gonna put me to the fire.
Yo, but before we get into that, first let me shout out some of the guys that I see hopping on Instagram. The Manny P, appreciate you hopping on. Oh, what's up, baby boy?
Damn, I haven't even got on my Instagram, but I don't. But everybody that's on my Instagram is on Twitter. So
right.
I kind of figured, just come on in and just see what my creative process was.
Right. No, for sure. And I appreciate you hopping on, Eddie. Appreciate you hopping on. So we're gonna get into that for sure. Because
I wish I could just hang out for, you know what I'm saying, just shoot the
right.
But like I said, I got a prior engagement on the phone.
We trust me, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to, because I'm looking at because I'm looking at my phone, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but so here's the thing. First, I want to give people kind of like a background on, just a quick background on.
Oh yeah.
How I know you, how we linked. For those who don't know, obviously me and Nabu, we technically clicked on Twitter via I guess accounts that were kind of in the same circle we were in, just I guess on opposite ends at the time. Eventually getting together because we, people saw that I did music, they knew he did music, and eventually I believe it was Peely. It was P. He was trying to put together that one song. Man, that's that brother right there, man. He's much love. And he was trying to put together a song because he realized there's a bunch of artists within the
movement. Yep, and all the days that we was back and forth on Sil, Abdul's channel and stuff. Shout out to Sil Abdul.
Shout out to Sil Abdul. Exactly,
thing,
man. You know, so I remember that was my first kind of like us trying to like at least getting ready to work together, because we didn't technically work together on that project, but I know that was the initiation of trying to get something going. But yeah, then it was like you said, Sil Abdul's channel. Like, you know, I would see you hop on there, and then via then I would see the Dark Council. I would see you do your thing there, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta do something with the brother. And shout out to the Dark Council, like what y'all, you know, been doing for years. It's some of the best content out on YouTube for sure. I mean, and
COVID, man. Before COVID, actually.
Exactly. I would say it's actually before COVID, because I remember hopping onto your guys' stuff before all that happened. You know.
And like I said, man, it's been a hell of a ride. I mean, I'm still technically, you know, retired, but as you know, I had to go and work a night shift on Wednesday, but I made the switch with a colleague, so I wanted to jump back on Dark Council because I wanted to give them the exclusive of a remix, you know, for my album.
Okay, we already talking remixes.
I know, right? no rest for the wicked.
Yo, shout out to the guys in the comment section. El Meme hopping through. What up? Hey, we got Drunk 3PO hopping through.
My
God. Hail the president.
Oh my God, that's my brother right there.
Much love, Drunk.
That's my right hand man. If anything, if it wasn't for this handsome man in the fedora hat, you wouldn't see us here. You wouldn't see us here. You wouldn't even see Abu Nas, nothing. So I give Drunk all the credit. He's pretty much my bestie for a minute.
Right.
And like I said, he's definitely everything that everybody says he is. You know,
man, no, for sure.
And he's got a book. A wonderful book coming out very, very soon.
Ooh, okay.
Great for children. And like I said, you know, not my eldest daughter, my youngest daughter now she's too, you know, behind all of that. But but her sister though has the blue book, and I that's another thing I got to talk to her mother. I was like, listen, don't mess up, don't have, you know, because that was her daughter. And I said, don't mess up the book, because I left it there for, you know, my youngest there. But now she's all the way into video games. But that's what I get for giving her a $2,000 damn computer.
The things you do, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Drunk said, Abu Nas stole all my women.
I'm dead.
But then he did say, can't be mad though.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And like I said, I really want, like, because I tried to make I tried to make it when I was at the Dark Council to let them know like what my thought process was in it. But I couldn't do it in detail. So now this is the chance for everybody to foresee what my mind was going.
For sure. I mean, and so that being said, fast forward, we finally locked in on a project together, which was
social media wars.
It came out at the right time. It's, as a matter of fact, it's always the right time for that song. You know what I mean? That song is what's what I'm looking for. It's timeless, because it's the era we're in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
everything you were spitting was completely true, and it still resonates right to this day.
No, for sure. I mean, and then I'll be honest, and it's like even though like your verse is like even like speaking on that certain moment that we were actually referencing. It still resonates, because again, it's like nothing changes. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's still the same old story, unfortunately. You know,
it's sad. It really is. Know? That's why I don't even sweat the bullshit no more. It's almost
you really can't. You know.
But I do have to thank you though, because I was a feature artist on your social media wars. So by the time I actually got the single out there, it connected it to social media wars. And that's and a few people said they found me from your
Nice.
record.
Nice. No, yeah, and that's why I remember even I told you like that would like I'm like, hey, it's okay because what I'll it's funny because I'm not even sure if you told me yet at that time that you had the I'm not, or I don't even know if you, even at that time you were considering putting out your project on these platforms. I can't remember, but I just know for a fact like I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna put you on as a featured artist. That way, you're actually gonna be
and like I said, doing my own album or single or what have it was the furthest thing. I wasn't even thinking of that. That was not even in my head. It was just that you asked me to come on, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to help you with the project and everything else. And like I said, we was going back and forth, and you in Chi-Town, I'm all the way up in PA. And for whatever reason, we got it done, and it sounds and looks great. And like I said, your producer is like
he does what he does, man. I call him the wizard. He's the wizard.
His level.
No, but you know what? Honestly, what you do with your project is okay. We're gonna get into it because as you said, we did my song. So now, okay, it's out there. I was curious. That was a question. Was like I was wondering if at that time if your headspace was there yet. So it wasn't, and yet somehow it still works out because, like you said, like the moment you finally did decide, you were technically already an artist in the Apple Music archives and the Tidal Music archives and the Spotify music. You know what I'm saying?
I was just a featured person.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're now like if people were to, even before you dropped your music, you technically had your own artist account technically, even though it was just
thanks to you. Yeah. Thanks
to you. It worked out because then here it is. Future comes and it turns out like now you were interested in releasing your project. Obviously, as we said earlier, songs that you already had, but then obviously songs that are more resonant to what's happening now, right? Like that you can tell from your lyrics or even just some of your just genius samples, like which, bro. Honestly, let me say this, and this is where we're gonna now get into the nitty gritty of like what is your creative process, because for me, bro, listening to that felt like I was sonically watching a movie. That's how it felt.
Yeah,
because like due to your samples. And then the way you like are a storyteller in your bars, it's like I can see what you're spitting. You know what I mean? Like it's like I can almost imagine it in my mind. Sometimes even thankfully due to the sample you've already set. So like some of the samples I recognize, and I'm already so like mentally or the image is already set. Like okay, I know what world he's in. I know what the characters are, and so the moment that you start spitting the story, it's like I'm there. You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying, I'm picturing it in that world. You feel me?
That's exactly what I was trying to do because, like I said, I'm not a drill rapper. I'm not a trap rapper. You know, that's for the young kids out there that create that sound. And it's still hip hop, but I can't get into that. Like I said, these guys is like 22, 23, whatever. I'm 54. This is not my arena. My arena is where hip hop was at the golden age, where everything had real purpose. You understand? Most of the stuff and nothing about y'all young boys, y'all spitting out what you doing. Which is really nothing. You're just smoking, fucking this one, that one, and then you're trying to kill everybody in sight. So we was on that shit too, but we had a lot of flair behind it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just rapping up here real angry, And like I said, we still have like I said, some personality behind it. But don't get it twisted, fucked up, or confused, because we was out there too, And but some of us, live out there. I just hop back and forth behind it. But at the same time, once it was time to get your shit together, Abu Nas was like, okay, the streets,
Right.
we gotta leave it alone.
Right.
I got kids now. I gotta get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, these young kids is being billionaires or millionaires or whatever. We didn't have that type of thing, or at least
Right.
not me. So I had to either stay in the streets and risk either jail or the grave, or as my best friend that in the hood back in the days, he told me, "Yo, you can't keep going back and forth, man. You gotta choose." And I
Yep.
chose wisely. Now I'm 30 years in, and now I can have a real. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm
Yeah.
just getting a pension, and then
Yep.
I'm gonna get Social Security, and I'm just gonna chill and go into another phase of my life.
Living the dream.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was my whole thinking. I'm just not
Okay.
going to bore the people with just the same, you know what I'm saying? The same
Oh, for
rhyme
sure.
after rhyme throughout the whole thing. That's not that would never ever be a thing for me.
Right.
It's like you're gonna get freestyles, you're going to get stories, you're going to get stuff that is something that to have you think,
Right.
you know,
Right.
but enjoy the music. But the music is still the main part of why I want people to just gravitate towards and hear that you feel good when you listening to the music. So by the time I get on there and I'm spitting out the 1 2 1 2, then you can either appreciate the story that I'm trying to tell, or just me just spitting and just having fun, you
Yeah,
know?
no, for sure. That's how I feel like at the end of it, like it was such a fun album because it's, it really does have a range of different topics that you're touching.
Yeah.
Um, and I would say there's probably like, I would, my personal assessment, it feels like there's three, you chose like three different approaches on your songs, meaning one would be whatever sample you're using, like that's actually the story you're telling, right? Like you're
Yeah.
actually that you are spitting the very story of that very movie you sampled in that portion or something,
Hmm.
uh and then I would say there's the ones where like, and this is where I'm kind of like, where I want to definitely, not, it doesn't have to be now, but I definitely want to get into the figure out how you figured this out, like how you, there's samples you use, but then your bars are not a part of the movie. They're your life, or life in itself,
Hmm.
but uh, delivered in the delivered the way you deliver, but the sample complements what you're bringing forward in your
That's
verse,
what
right?
because I was doing my campaign and I was just shopping it out, through DJs and influencers of on Instagram and Spotify and this that whatever, and then
Right.
the DJs from different spots. There was one in North Carolina that really, he was one of the first that saw my potential, and
Right.
he was like, "Yo, your music is good." And I had people, a couple of rejected, saying that, "Oh, well, you don't really have the cadence, and it doesn't, I don't, I need to have something that's really, loud and da, 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 da." And it bothered me for a little bit, because I'm
Yeah.
like, listen, I'm 40 some years old. I've been doing this, but God knows how long. I can't be sounding like LL
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
Nas or Ice Cube, or that. I gotta be me, you
Right.
know.
Right. No, for
But
sure.
when this gentleman, his name is DJ Chase. Shout out to DJ Chase.
Hey,
Got
DJ
a
Chase.
yeah, he got a radio station up in North Carolina. The brother is solid, and like I said, he looked at it and he said, "Nah, man, your thing is fire."
Yeah.
And that was the spark. So after a while, other people were starting to come in, and I was just sitting. And like I said, I was blown away. They literally said, "Yo, I can't use your work right now in my Spotify playlist, But he said this one guy, I can't remember, but he literally said, I can't use your thing right now because it's not what I'm looking for. But he said, God damn, I'm listening to your music and I cannot, he said this, I cannot stop listening and vibing to it. You got a talent there.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't, like I said, I'm used to, having my brothers and my sisters that is around me to like certain things because they're in my circle and but
right.
the people that I do not know,
right.
that I just shipped out, several tracks, especially the single.
Right.
And then here it comes. The first one was, let me try to, where was it at? I want to share the screen, but let me get this over here.
Are you trying to play some of the songs?
Because I saved the
because I got your playlist right here.
The there we go. All right, let me share the screen.
Okay.
There we go. All right. You see it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. We'll put it up right now.
Yeah, now this is from Hip Hop Airgasm. And just what he said from there, and I did, like I said, it's hard to, because I never met the gentleman, but he literally said that this track is, he said he can't stop listening to it because he said that this guy is telling a story through that music.
Yes.
And I was literally blown away, He said the track embodies the essence of classic hip hop with a modern twist. And I said,
yep.
Damn, I didn't even look. Like I said, if I say it to myself, that here, he said, Abu Nas, once again, that his talent is timeless. It's a must for anybody who values authentic hip hop and the artistry that drives it. I said, holy shit. I said, you can't make this up.
No, you can't. I mean, that's why I'm actually kind of shocked about that other DJ that had his response. I'm like, what? It's almost like, what I even also appreciated about your album is that I just felt it was very authentic and unique, and it kind of in its own category of just like I haven't heard something like that in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even ever, just the way you actually put it together. It's like, you can look back to like some old school hip hop that obviously your sound is there. Like you obviously can tell that that's some of the sound that was inspired, which is probably another question to ask too, which I'll get to that. But like, the whole like blueprint to your album is just cohesively put together one by one, in a way that just like the guy said, you are telling a story, and it almost seems nonstop. Like, it's almost like chapter, like, you know what I mean?
Right. And the first introduction of it was Wishing on a Star.
Wishing on a Star.
And Wishing of a Star, like I said, I'm a 70s baby. Yes. So I'm invoking nostalgia for the times when we were young bucks. If you were in the 70s, you will recognize the intro and the music behind it. You understand what I'm saying?
Do you mind if we play some of the songs we mentioned?
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the YouTube will actually know that I'm on your
right. I know. Yeah, trust me.
So I still gotta try to get to YouTube to say, hey man, look, I'm on like I said, I got my thing on Dark Council, so hopefully YouTube will look at it like, no, this is the artist right here.
The artist, right?
Here you go. I'm giving him permission to play it. But but if it does happen, I will definitely try to smooth this shit out.
Okay, but But I just want I want people to go listen to it. So I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I definitely just want to give a taste so like they can kind of get a picture of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Boom, boom. Let's go. All right.
His power was born in a cosmic storm. Every molecule charged with might, the great desire to serve his country in the cause of justice to the highest office in the land as Super President.
From the journals of Galactus, the four Omni tactics, beware and prepare as I light up, you bastards. On the microphone, I'm about to set the tone. When it's time to light it up, you will run away from home. I can't blame you though, this is how it's gotta go. Yoga flame, got your wretched soul burning slow. There's a way out for you.
I was in my bag. I was on my bag there. I was on my bag there. But
You were.
That intro invokes nostalgia from the 70s when we grew up in Gen X. But at the same time, since I'm also the president, but as also a client on my rehabilitation center, when it says Super Prez, I was like, my people will get that if they know what it was.
Right.
And for the cause of justice to the highest star in the land. And then the music really now goes into the song.
Right.
But I did that with every intro. Everything that in the intro has a purpose as to why I put that out there.
Okay, bet. Shout out P. Shout out P. He's in the Facebook comment section. Appreciate you sliding through, bro. Family for sure. Yo, shout out to you too, Gino. So that's like I said, it's that's why I said earlier, like it's your samples, like they're not for nothing. You know what I mean? Because some tracks are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some tracks have samples that
actually there was only 4 samples.
No, I'm referring to like just other ones in general, like from other people. Like they'll have samples on their songs that don't necessarily have anything to do with what they're rapping about, or it's like a slight touch to what they're saying. It's like it's more like a gimmick that they're doing. Contrary to your album, where your samples are part of the story.
Yes.
Again, like I said, whether it's that you're literally rapping about the very story of the sample, like where it comes from, or whether it is that you're rapping a story of just your own pure experience,
right?
And then even to your freestyle ones, where you're like you can where you freestyle, which also something I haven't mentioned that I need to mention is I've always appreciated, I think this, I've always appreciated your capability of doing these different voices as if like there's a monologue between, you know what I'm saying, like someone else, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's so great. It's so genius.
I think I have finally perfected it. Like, remember, we're parents.
Right.
So when our babies were babies, I was playing with toys and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I did it with both, like I said, with my daughters, I did the puppet thing to make them happy, laugh and stuff like that. I made a career out of it. So it just stuck in there.
Yeah, dude. And like, it's just, but that, like you said, I mean, it's definitely seeing it on full force in this album was just amazing.
Bro, Security Concepts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Security Concepts.
Oh, yeah, Security Concepts. Yeah, we definitely got to talk security concepts.
Okay, yeah.
So Security, okay.
Just go down the list.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. All right, bet. Yeah, because see, here's the thing. Like I said, there's so many different like there's different songs that you're doing different things on. And I just want people to get a picture of it, right?
Yes, sir.
So I mentioned earlier that like like he'll have a sample where he's then rapping about that actual story, and so I'll just show that right quick, just so people can get the picture. It's hold on.
Look what the wind blew in.
Hello, Al.
You know, my brother and I were just talking about you. Just the day before yesterday. He's real sorry. He's been missing you.
We told him, Lyle.
Even about how Pinto's gonna reach up and grab him.
We told him that too.
You've been chasing him for so long, Connie. You ought to feel lucky tonight. You know right where he is. All you gotta do is walk out there. Isn't that nice?
Once upon a time up in the old west, two gunfighters thought they was the best. One name was Connie, the other Pinto Sykes. Hated each other from the first sight. Waiting for the day they would settle the score. Their first gunfight was during the Civil War. Pinto had a gang that loved robbing trains. Connie was a bounty hunter, respect the name. But Connie had a thing for Pinto's little sister. Had a big package he wanted to deliver. She was into the occult and all that other jazz. But Connie didn't care, she got a fat ass. When Pinto found out the dude smashed his sis, he's gonna make sure Connie dies in the ditch. But this is a tale that's haunting to say, cause one of them is gonna be in a shallow grave.
Within shallow grave.
That, all right, here we go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That song was basically an episode of the Twilight Zone. It was a how should we say, it was a show that scared the daylights out of me when I was a kid. It literally, it's one of the reasons why I do not like going through graveyards. You know, because of that.
Right.
There was no way, because when I watched it before I put it into music, and I'm watching it, and like I said, I still get goosebumps. I'm a grown ass man, but I'm looking at it, and it's really haunting. And it was a ghost story.
Wow.
And I said to myself, and then I started writing it.
Interesting.
Bar by bar was just me retelling the story of that episode of the Twilight Zone.
Wow.
And then when I sampled a part of the music, but the chorus of the original person that was from her record.
Right.
And her voice was beautiful, but it was a lot higher. So when I went down on the piano and I went lower, and then I heard it, and it just gave me chills. And I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use that.
Wow.
And by that time, it connected. But I literally told a ghost story that if you was maybe like 19 or 15 or 17 or maybe 25, you probably would not even have known that was an episode of a show that was back in the 1960s. You would have thought.
So what's crazy about what you're saying right now, and this is just like mind-blowing for me right now, because I wouldn't know. I definitely didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I never, like I watched the Twilight Zone when I was a kid, but like, I'm sure it was like other episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is specific episode you're referring to. I can't even say I've watched it. Now here's the crazy part. Is as I'm listening to the sample and listening to your lyrics, and this is what's crazy. Me not knowing where you grabbed this from, I am now creating my own picture of what you're spitting. And I'm picturing a Western. That's what I was picturing. As I was listening to it, I was picturing a Western the whole time. And I'm even like imagining them in a town, like one of those Western towns and stuff like that. I'm picturing them riding horses, like, you know what I'm saying? That's the image, the movie, that's the movie in my head, is I would hear that.
But that's exactly what the episode was. It wasn't.
See, like, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, and like I said, that shit, it scared the shit out of me, because towards the end, they was already fighting throughout their whole lives.
Right.
And then by the time he died, his last words was, "See, I told him he was scared."
Right.
And like I said, by the time his sister got there to talk to him, my brother is waiting for you. It scared the shit out of me. It had the guitar doing a sad monologue while the wind is pushing the door. Like I said, if you tell yourself that you're an MC, you got to be an MC on all levels.
Right.
And if you know how to elevate your craft by the, behind the 1 2 1 2, or I'm bagging this chick, or this, that, whatever. If you could put certain things, Slick Rick, it is in and of itself is a master storyteller.
Oh, 100%.
You understand? So I bought his records and stuff. His way of telling stories is impeccable.
Yes.
I'm never ever gonna be on his level, but I know enough to tell a story.
And you deliver on the storytelling.
Yeah.
We got in the comment section, Gino, shout out Gino. Hey gentlemen, he said, hey, right back at you. And low key, I got one of my favorite DJs in Chicago, Caesarmatic Sounds. He said, run it back. Let's go ahead and run that back, because it is definitely.
I didn't think it would be a thing, because a good friend of mine on Facebook, he's doing a review of my entire album, but he literally said Shallow Grave is something he said he had never experienced in his life. And I wanted to tell him that, oh man, I literally wrote a song about an old episode of The Twilight Zone.
That's dope. Let's run it back. Let's run it back for the DJ right quick.
Look what the wind blew in.
Hello.
You know, my brother and I were just talking about you. Just the day before yesterday. He's real sorry. He's been missing you.
We told him, Lyle.
Even about how Pinto's gonna reach up and grab you.
We told him that too.
You've been chasing him for so long, Connie. You ought to feel lucky tonight. You know right where he is. All you gotta do is walk up there.
I'm there already.
Nice?
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm still getting goosebumps just that monologue.
Once upon a time up in the old west, two gunfighters thought they was the best. One was Kanye, the other Pinto Sykes. Hated each other from the first sight, waiting for the day they would settle the score. Their first gunfight was during the Civil War. Pinto had a gang that loved robbing trains. Connie was a bounty hunter, respect the name. But Connie had a thing for Pinto's little sister. Had a big package he wanted to deliver. She was into the occult and all that other jazz, but Connie didn't care, she got a fat ass. When Pinto found out the dude smashed his sis, he's gonna make sure Connie dies in the ditch. But this is a tale that's haunting to say, cause one of them is gonna be in a shallow grave.
Within shallow grave.
Damn.
All you gotta do is walk up there.
Within shallow grave.
You know right where he is.
See what I'm saying?
Man.
That's why that's why the intros that I put out there literally brings the song, right through it.
Right.
I did that on purpose.
Right.
On all the tracks.
Oh, for sure. This is, but it's crazy that like you said, that other guy who's reviewing your album said the same thing about the album, or about Shallow Grave. It definitely puts you there, I mean, and a lot of the songs do though, but obviously that's one of the first ones that really introduced that form of, storytelling to a something that vivid, that you're first introduced to, like that in the album. But masterfully, if I may say so myself.
Thank you.
We got Fatal J in the comment section. He said, "No link promotion and nothing. Made me work hard to find this stream." I thought we put it out there.
This is why I rep these men.
100%.
And you see the man in person is in the middle. So
right. Oh, right. Oh,
Fatal. I am so sorry because I thought that you would just look on the main
the main like
under the
I was contemplating it, like putting it in people's like message box, that I know for sure would probably appreciate coming in, but I figured the same thing you did.
And I kind of figured I wasn't going to get a lot of people in here. It's just weird and stuff like that. But
nah, man, don't even do that, bro. Don't even do that, because honestly, what you got and what you're doing, bro, it's amazing. It's a unique sound.
To myself, Shallow Grave was something that I said to myself, I ain't got no business doing that. Nobody's not going to get, you know what I'm saying? I literally had to tell you exactly where that came from.
Right, but like I told you, it didn't. I didn't even have to know that, and that song still painted an image in my head. You feel me?
That was
so like you delivered regardless. We got Caesarmatic sounds. He hit us with the boom, with the flame, with the boom, with the flame, with the boom, with the flame, and the salute for that Shallow Grave.
Thank you, brother. Really appreciate it.
Fatal J says Abu Nas took my woman too. It's like he's a master wizard when it comes to the dimes.
I can't. Oh man!
Hey, what's going on, man?
Like I said, brother, when we get back on Dark Council, we're gonna have a blast. And like I said, I'm gonna bless your channel like nobody else.
There you go.
So get ready.
Yo, we got Mark with a C in the building. He said classic hip hop storytelling
coming through.
Yes, they are. Takes me way back to joints like MC Shan's Cocaine. Keeps you looking forward to the next verse, like butter, baby.
My brother, Mark with a C.
Mark with a C.
That's right. He's the boss man enforcer, boy.
Yes,
I don't even have to work anymore. Mark over here, I'm like, I'm relaxing.
Gino said, no repping, it's magnetic. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Gino, salute, brother.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's for sure. You know what it is? I just feel like people can appreciate authenticity first and foremost. Yes. You know what I mean? Like you said earlier, the market is saturated with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need different. They like different, even if they don't know it. But when they hear it, their spirit appreciates it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I just feel like that's what it is. It's like your album is something different that stands out. It's authentic to you, to what you bring to the table, and the sound is there. You know, so like it's you're winning on all cylinders. Said Gangstar. Let's go. All right. So I would say the other one I like. I like all of them, but I'm gonna pinpoint things that
you told me you wanted to go through track to track, so I'm ready to just blaze it up. I need to really say that because I didn't have a chance to do it. I mean, it did it in a short form in Dark Council,
right?
But that was before the album came out.
Right.
This is their opportunity to hear what the motivations, what am I putting at, and how and why I did it.
Right. Okay. Then we're game. Then let's go. All right. On to the next one.
We talked about time.
No, I'm gonna hop into that one right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop in. I just wanted to get to that whole
article. We put the article up there and that, like I said, that blew me away.
Yeah. So check this out. Hold on, let me pause that quick. Set it up. Hit the stage. Let's go.
We're gonna make a powerhouse now. They're causing no strange scenes since Anastasia. Anastasia? Shit, John, this is bigger than killing the fucking
From
president.
the Gotti movie.
You think I was putting this earth to make them rich and me poor? We're gonna do a hit now. We're gonna do a real hit. We're going back. Yeah. I'm with you, John. All the way to the finish.
Let me be free to give you all what you need, and what you need is it on me, guarantee you will succeed. True vet on a set with the lyrics that complex. When I share my knowledge, it's the people I respect. I quote you reading songs, so ring the alarm. When I come through, you know I'm dropping the atomic bomb. Him and Knuckle dead. Double check, cause now it's up to us to keep these bitches so stressed. Better behave, the superheroes on their way, cause they already know we're here to save the day. Solar Bar, aka Abu Nas. Elbrez said that they praise an almighty God. Villains that I see better not cross the line, and if they do, flash a smile, cause they know I'm stopping crime. Break them down, cause the lowest compound that is divine. How you do it, Abu? With the theology of time.
What happened?
Time for me to come and say the J so. In the courthouse, we saw how it played out. Prosecutor going all out in this house. Defense counsel, they were stuck on the couch. The witness went missing, that's causing all the doubts. The judge had no choice but to kick the case out. The mob up here laughing, running up their mouth. I told them all when they're standing at the halls, the day you fucked up, you're gonna take the fall. Went back to the...
All right. So pretty much after seeing the Gotti clip, it was pretty much universal that I'm going on. Like I said, the mob already got everything locked. You know,
right?
They're making a big hit. Now they make the big hit, but like I said, this is a story. I'm telling the story. You know, now they get to it and they handle their business, but now they're arrested and they're in court and then they beat the case. So now I'm on Batman status. So I'm going about it, trying to get some clues, Caught your man that was slipping, got him back into the courthouse and won the day. Now, that was just basically the whole aspect of it. To do it in 3 verses, you could see and how I'm trying to tell the story from the fact of they already are going on their crime spree.
Right.
They beat the cases in court, and now I'm not here. And like I said, I'm putting it out like crime doesn't pay, kids. Even if you got away, in the long run, you're gonna get caught.
No. So that's like that's why like this one I kind of played it out a little longer because I wanted people to get that's what you were doing. It's like each verse is hopping into a next part of that story. You know what I'm saying? Like that you're trying to tell. But yeah, obviously we didn't play the whole thing where how it wraps up. But I like this one personally because you mentioned I want to say this is the one where you mentioned even like the Lantern Corps. Is it this one? Right? Yeah.
No, that was time to sit. Wishing on a Star.
Wishing on a Star. Yeah. There you go. So like what I like about that one and this one is that personally for me, it's like not many MCs from back in the day, from my point of view, from what I heard, rep DC. You know what I mean? It was like always Marvel, you know, and those cats, which hey, nothing wrong with Marvel, you know, but it was like refreshing. I like Marvel, but it was refreshing to like just hear you talk about like DC like characters.
But I already mixed it with DC and Marvel. You know?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Turtles of Galactus.
Yes.
The 4 Omni Tactics.
Yes.
I got tactical knowledge of knowing how to do my thing from Galactus himself. You know? So I was basically his herald. I was his herald, and I'm doing my own thing. And unfortunately, the Lantern Corps was trying to stop my shine. Because I was a little bit of a rebel, you know.
Yo, shout out to Koj and the Facebook comment sections. He says, "Yeah, man, this is a great album. Crime don't pay. Yeah, it's nice to hear a bunch of DC stuff." Shout out to the homie.
I can do my nerd thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I had to keep that shit on the low for billions of years. now I can, like I said, I ain't got nothing to prove. I already did my thing. So now I can say to myself, yes, I had collected comics to a certain degree. And yes, I loved the stories when I was a kid and everything else. So,
right. No, for sure. Mark Woodasee says everybody talks about they don't write rhymes, and that's cool. But the art of lyricism takes it to the next level. Your pen game is immaculate, brother. Like you're painting a picture for the listeners. Exactly. Yes.
That's exactly
For me, I liken it to a director putting together a movie because, like, for me, that's how it feels. Like, I feel like I'm listening, I'm watching a story play out. But painter, same concept. You're definitely putting something to the canvas. You're definitely putting something to the film by spitting your verses to the mic.
Yes.
So it is what it is. So that's just so people can start seeing, man. Like, if you're not seeing already, like as I said earlier, his samples that he's adding to these songs really do pay homage to what he's spitting. You know what I'm saying? Like they're one and one. They're together. They're not separate. It's not slightly touching on. No, it's part of the storytelling.
Yes, sir.
And that's what makes it so wonderful. Even to the point like even the sample, how you use the sample when in the hook parts. So, all right. So now the next one in the line is the Swordsman, which I love this one, dude. So let's go ahead and play this one. Hold on. Stop there. Put it on. Boom. 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 Let's go.
Karen Chen, what are you doing? I thought you two had both changed. Damn it, you're still beef. The cow. He's obnoxious. Chow Fung, you scum. Now that you've used us, you don't need us anymore. I don't waste time. At least I can eliminate you, Cao Tang.
We're back here again. So tell me, little brethren, how you get it in? Sit down as a school of these little heathens who think they got the balls to go against the veteran. I see you getting sick, better get that medicine. The swordsman is coming and the lessons will begin. That's the best that a man can get, so show respect. Like the El Presidente, aka the swordman reppin'. Yes, I'll be looking around like who be next. All these sucker for love kids getting mad as best. Get your weight up when you step up to the bed. Street certified, my guy, and I'm to go protect. I'm always a pro with the souls I collect. The Ghost Rider bringing you to the final rest. I have no regrets when I put you to the test. Better die or survive, otherwise you're getting left. So come on. Let's get the swordsman.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah. Come on. Let's get the swordsman.
Kick it over here, baby, pop.
Go down. Come on. Let's get the swordsman.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah. Come on. Let's get the swordsman.
Kick it over here, baby.
Oof. Love that one.
Like I said, the Wu-Tang Clan ain't the only ones that been watching kung fu movies.
Right. Right.
Back in the day. Saturday night, 3 p.m. No, not Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. You know, driving theater. Come on, man. We better than this shit. And
Koj says, I like this track too with the kung fu film samples.
This is, but like I said, it's just the swordsman is just as it is. It's me being the swordsman. I'm basically taking over. But this is how a swordsman should be, you know, in terms of your character. How you know, whether you are a mercenary or a hero, you always have a code of ethics. You know,
right. No, it was crazy because like even in this, again, I'm listening to your verses, and I'm picturing you. I'm picturing you in these moments. You know what I mean? Like that's how good you're telling the story from your position, like as if like you are the swordsman. You know, so like that's how I'm picturing it. You know, now that's probably just me because I know you. You know what I'm saying? But so maybe the average listener won't picture you, but for me,
I got the sword in my hand, and you know what I'm saying. I'm doing my thing, and then there's a young buck over here trying to think he could go at the master. So I was like, oh, okay,
Oh man, I'm telling you, that's a lot of these songs. That's how, like, you know, because you put yourself in that position, you put yourself in the story, you know, and so a lot of these songs say. So that's how I picture it, all right. Let's see. Oh, The Lost and Found. This is actually really nice.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. This was really nice. This one's really nice. I like it. Really like it.
Hey, yo, Abu Nas, what up? Yo, we chilling in the studio. But right about now, I think we need a freestyle. Freestyle? Yeah, can you handle it? Yeah, I can handle that. Yo, my brother, go. Supreme, that's a law. Always battle scarred. I rise for my people, straight to the graveyard. I can't understand why your dumb ass got banned. But leave it to me, brother, I will not shake your hand. Word. Chilling in the city, I'm listening to Biggie. The mayor of St. James, his spirit's still with me. You roll with Abu Nas, yeah, you know what they're gonna do. If you bought my album, then I'm glad you came through. You know the sound, holding this shit down for the lost and found. Here we go. You know the sound, holding this shit down for the lost and found. Faster than a...
Now, basically, I was my own hype man. Telling myself that, come on, brother, you can get this. We in the studio. Because like I said, some of my peers was doing the same thing when we was in the studio and this, that, whatever. But I was by myself, man. I ain't got my hype man, so I'll be my own hype man.
Hey, I love it though, man. I love it.
It's a fun freestyle. It was, like I said, no rhyme or reason, just basically just spitting lyrics and just having the ball and just having that type of flow. And like I said, the lost and found, the tribe of Shabazz, the people that know, they lessons,
right?
The sinners and the Nation of Islam, they would get it,
Yeah.
But at the same time, it, like I said, it wasn't nothing other than just having some fun and wordplay and just basking, just like I said, the music. Anytime with me, if you can feel the music, you can vibe to it. The melody, just like I said, keeps you cool. Like I said, you may, smoke a blunt and just relax, man.
Yeah.
And just kick back and just like, yeah, man, this is some good stuff. I like.
And I will say, well, let me read these comments, but I will say something to touch on something you said earlier too, just very track. But Mark Whitty said Channel 5 Saturday afternoon after the Soul Train was kung fu time in the NYC back in the day.
Mark knows, that's right. We was all like I said, we was outside, everything was good, but 3 o'clock came, everybody was in the house. Everybody was in the house.
That's great. Well, Koj asked, what makes this one of your favorites, Abu Nas, which you just answered. So that's that.
It's the melody on this particular track, Lost and Found, that it relaxes me.
Right.
You know, and I like trying to put music to a beat that can relax you,
Right.
It's nothing, nothing crazy or anything like I have this deep thing. No, sometimes you put something on, especially in the music, and you just like vibing.
You vibe into it.
Kicking back, nice summer day or even a nice spring day.
Yeah.
Or even during the winter, man, we just huddled up and you probably vibe to it while you're playing your video game.
Yeah, some songs are seasonal like that.
Yeah.
OJ says also, I love the praise for Allah you got on this album, brother.
Oh, that's a given, my brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Heavy.
Obviously, because obviously I'm at the age bracket now where I have something to say, and that's not frivolous.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh yeah. What I was gonna say too is like even like an album like this. Yo, shout out to Heat Detector hopping on, brother. Appreciate you stopping through. Matter of fact, Heat Detector is one of he is the first producer I ever linked with as a kid when I was first spitting, and he's actually the one who made the dream visible for me. He was the first studio I recorded in.
Tell him you have done an excellent job, brother, because I would have not gotten to this guy's marvelous and genius skills in hip hop. I would have never saw him. So thank you.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love him to death. Definitely a mentor for me.
Yes, sir.
And even more ways than just the music, but yeah. So. But yeah, to this specific song, you were mentioning earlier, that obviously you had to kind of like learn the craft of like producing your own music, right? And putting things together. So like for this specific track, like how did you put it together? What, obviously, like you said, you were having fun with it, but
it's very simple. It's just basically a drum loop that I just put it in a rap, and it was just basically the melody just came to me rather quickly, actually.
Right.
And I was already tired when I was just putting the piano keys in. And what I was doing right now, I'm doing this,
right,
and it just was like really just I just let it keep playing the loop,
right.
and I closed my eyes, and like I said, my head was bobbing, and I said, I like this. I like this because it makes me calm.
Yeah.
It's just a very mellow, but yet up tempo where you could say something that is just like you just kicking a verse, freestyle.
Right.
Yeah, that is an absolute freestyle track.
Yep, for sure. Loving it. Now to get to the single of the album.
Oh yes.
Security concepts. The concepts of security.
Yep. The actual album title.
The actual album title, exactly. We're about to hop into and this one, honestly, man, the sample on this. Oh, love it, bro.
That was a remix.
Oh, is it?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't tell nobody it was a remix. It's a remix. So you're the first that knows that it's a remix. Then again, everybody else gonna know now. Basically, the single was Security Concepts when I did my first campaign.
Okay.
And unfortunately, people was kind of ragging on it, being that, oh, well, your lyrics is not inspiring or this, that, whatever. And the music just seems like it's stunting the growth. But I liked it, but like I said, everything is subjective.
Right.
So I took it in the chin and I said, okay. I left it alone. But then I was on TuneCore at that time. And what happened, and they disrespected me on some bullshit. So by the time I said, you know what, I should have just went with just DistroKid, which I eventually did because I didn't even have the headaches I had to deal with TuneCore.
Yep.
But Security Concept as in single was already out.
Right.
So now I just wanted to distance myself between all of them. I just want to put new music now. And like I said, I'm still keeping the lyrics, but I'm doing a different approach now. Since everybody kind of figured that, oh, it's not inspiring, blah blah blah. But then there were some people that were saying, hey, it's good, but I can't use it on my playlist and this, that, whatever. Okay, fine. So that's what I did. And then I put that out as the official single, which I called it When I'm on the Scene, because I didn't want to put Security Concepts again, but it is Security Concepts,
Interesting.
So I put that out there. But then while I'm setting up the album, I said, well, I don't want to give nobody the same, single with the same beat and this, that, whatever. No, I'm doing it something different so you can enjoy the lyrics with new music. And that's what I did. And I love both of them. Like I said, when I'm on the scene, I absolutely love it. But when I got to Security Concepts now, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to play around with the music. And that's what I did. So now you're getting two versions of the same song, but different, way different musical tones. And
now the other one's still out. The original version, is it still out there?
Probably no, it's not.
No, okay.
So it's just basically when I'm on the scene and what's on the album.
Okay, gotcha.
So if I put it back out there, I'll put it as a demo mix.
Right.
Yeah, if it really gets that big. But I did love both of them equally.
Yeah.
But slightly, I'm a little bit more biased for Security Concepts to be a part of the album, and And like I said, it both of them goes both ways, you know.
Okay. Well, this is what I heard, and the sample you used was just So shout out to the guys on Facebook, Lalo. Appreciate you hopping through, brother. He's another artist, low key from Chicago.
Oh wow, salute.
Appreciate you hopping on, brother. Marco Antonio Gutierrez, my brother. Appreciate you hopping on, dog. Man, it's been a minute, dog. It's been a minute. But appreciate you hopping through. We're going through my boy's music in case you haven't, peeped by now. He just dropped an album called Security Concepts. We're about to listen to the single off the album. So go ahead, let's give it a listen right quick. The stage, boom.
If Scorpion or anyone else tries to attack Odessa again, we will be ready.
You are ready. Word is spreading fast. Ever since the battle, Republic and Imperial forces have come pouring in to join our cause.
Snatch you off the boat, cause you know I'm your hoe. They get your spirits up so you know that you can cope. Don't hold the rope, you let that boat float. Don't try to play combos before you see the pole. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in the lion's den. You can't comprehend that this is our event. Hip hop is back and we got a new squad. These clowns up in here, they failed at their job.
They didn't have a clue what was coming to them. When the shit hits the fan, they tried to pretend. Hip hop right now, yeah, I know you're fatigued. We need a better way for all of us to succeed. If you're not trying to help, I'll get someone else to get us out of the rut behind the Hannadel. The real fans know it's a blast from the past. Security concept, praise God at last.
Security concepts.
Security concepts.
Rock spot.
I wish I could sing. I wish I could sing, man. I had to get some sound clips. It was like, well, let somebody else do it because this is atrocious. And I still tried to do it on the song.
Right. I'm curious though, like if, know what?
No, that was, and this was the funny part. When they saw when I'm on the scene for the single, and I did that for the campaign, they said, "Yeah, man, you two guys was out of this world," and I'm sitting up here like, should I tell them? Right. But I eventually did tell him, and he was like literally blown away. He said, "You lying? Wait a minute." So that was it. He literally said, it literally sounds like there was two guys rapping together, and I was like, yes, it was me. It was like I said, I kind of played it close to the chest, but it was all me. Me. Even the melodies and stuff. Like I said, I'm not a singer. I'm not, Usher and all of that. And all I know is that if I could flow with the music and if I could sing along a little bit, and I'll be like, okay, that'll be enough. And like I said, it worked. And just the fact that I actually fooled somebody thinking it was only two people when it was just one, I said, okay, I've crossed the threshold now. Now I'm a freaking genius.
Oh man, I mean, and it's crazy because so that's the crazy part. Like, obviously, if somebody doesn't know you, like, they're gonna I can see why they're hearing two different people. For me though, because I kind of already know that that's what you do, I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was anticipating these moments throughout the album. You know what I mean? Because like I love when you do that.
But I love doing that too now. So now it's like, especially for the story aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? But this one was just basically Security Concepts was me trying to get the rally crowd growing for our hip hop legends to come back and get busy. You know what I'm saying? I put that music out there to say that we need real hip hop back, man. Because whatever we got here, it's not working. It's not working for nobody. nobody's being inspired to do good things as opposed to doing stupid shit. You know, and that's all that we got right now. And like I said, I'm not knocking people, whatever they like to do, but look at, from my standpoint, that's like 3 decades ahead of you. You know, I don't listen to stuff like that that's just going to bring, you know, my spirits down, and I don't feel like I don't have no hope behind it. There has to be something. It has to, or in anything, if you want to spit the street shit, that's fine too. I did my thing too, but at the same time, we had a balance with this.
Yep.
You know, there was no balance.
Yeah.
And I look at all of our hip hop, but we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop.
Yep.
And all the greats was on the stage, and I'm sitting up here listening like, I just wish they come back.
Yeah.
I just wish they come back. And then my wish was granted. LL's back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other people coming back.
Yep.
This is like, did I wish this into existence?
You wish upon a star.
I'm not gonna be arrogant. You know, I'm not gonna say, yeah, it was me that brought him up. No, I'm just saying the timing was impeccable.
Right. No, it really was. I mean, but I'll say this much, bro. Like again, hearing that one was like the sample you use. Oh my gosh, I got like it immediately like draws me in. You know, like, ooh, where's he going with this? You know, and then the moment
it's the bass for me that just came in.
Oh yeah,
that accentuates it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hop onto the next so we can keep it moving. I know I don't got you. You know, I can't keep it long.
Like I said, I'm watching, and I did talk to my daughter's mother, and she didn't say anything yet. And I'm just kind of looking at the thing, so I'm just keep it going. All
right, let's keep it going. All right, next up on the list, we have unauthorized personnel.
This is a person.
Just get them both out of here. Lobby security, come in.
I love it.
This is Captain Lorenzo here with 2 unauthorized personnel in the fucking tower. Now, would you get your thumb out of your ass? Get them out of the elevator, or you're going to find a goddamn pink slip in your Christmas stocking.
10-4. Let's go.
Count. Yeah.
For all the disbelievers, it's time to come around. Christ is risen, but your ass won't be found. Whether in broad daylight or at night, yeah, the hate is real, baby, and they'll snipe me on sight.
Yo, that's how you rock, son? Yeah, that's on you. Leave it to the real dudes that do what it do. We're in the airport, everybody on their feet. Ladies looking so sweet while dancing in the street.
Yo, we're here to entertain while we're waiting on the plane. And Captain Lorenzo, yeah, that boy's a pain. I don't know why he got that stick up his ass, cause he don't like us coming here making people laugh.
He's in the tower all day and not doing shit. We're keeping everybody calm, son. That's a gift. Give a fuck about his feelings. My ass, he can kiss. Oh shit, Lorenzo's coming. Yo, we got split.
Lobby security, come in.
All right.
Dude, that right there.
Okay. So if you don't know, I'm telling another story.
Right.
But it was one of my favorite movies of all time, Die Hard 2.
Yep.
And me and my DJ, like I said, me and him, whenever we do stuff from the studio, or maybe we just chilling, we go outside, get some baked ziti, and come in here, Chinese food, we kick back and just watch Die Hard 2 because it was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I told it, and every time we get the giggles and stuff, and we talk about something silly, we was like, lobby security, what's going on? And I told him, I said, yo, Tariq, I'm telling you right now, man, I think you're gonna love unauthorized personnel. But I didn't tell him it was from the movie. So when he finally found out, he was saying, yo, bro. I told you it was a blast from the past, but that's basically it.
Right.
Instead of Bruce Willis and the girl that got, set out, I said to myself, well, I'm going to have me be entertainers that, since they were stuck, because that was the premise of the movie. They were stuck where they couldn't get out of the, they couldn't get on their planes and stuff like that. It was because of the snowstorm and this, that, whatever.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured, okay, well, we're gonna be, entertainers, and we want to entertain people while they waiting on the plane.
Right.
And now all of a sudden we disrupting people because we having a ball and everything. And Captain Lorenzo like lobby security. Out of here. And that is one of my absolute favorites. It's almost like I can't even pick favorites because it's like, damn, like I said, I was saying to myself, I think I outdid myself, and I'm not even bragging. I'm not even bragging. I'm just
dude,
saying,
you did though. You definitely did.
Literally wanted to have some fun.
Yeah.
And I wanted people to laugh at the absurdity of this song.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you're a movie buff and you know your movies,
you're picturing it.
Hit it right in the head.
Yeah.
And then you look at it like, well, damn, he's still fighting Captain Lorenzo, but why is he fighting him? Oh, because he's trying to entertain people.
Right.
And he don't want to hear it.
Right. Oh no, dude, I'm telling you, it's like I can that's one of those moments where you place yourself in the story and I'm picturing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm picturing you just running around, you know what I'm saying? Like zipping away from Captain Lorenzo when he goes.
Yeah, the guards take it out. I'm dusting myself off and I'm like, oh, look at the goddamn
So I love that song right there for sure, bro. For sure. I mean, again, it's like all these songs they deliver it on, and I love every aspect of it.
But I love the fact that I overdid myself with the music, just switching different tempos.
Yes. Oh, for sure. For sure.
And it's just a lively track where, like I said, I'm still telling the story.
Yep.
And still doing freestyles. Just try, to just give my little bars some room to breathe. But you do know it, like I said, it's pretty much a comedy, man, because if you listen to it, you'd be saying, damn, he's having a ball just spitting and just putting out good music. That is it going anywhere? I don't know, but I know that he's having fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
no, but I again,
like that,
you're telling a story. You, dude. Your delivery on your storytelling it really is impeccable. So like, don't even think for a second people aren't following. People are following. You know what I'm saying? Like you are impeccably telling a story. Like dude, you can't even sell yourself short. It's. I'm just telling you how it is, bro. Like your storytelling really is on the level of some of the greats, bro. So like, don't even, I know earlier you're like, oh,
well, from another MC to an MC, I like I said, I'm not going to, shortchange your knowledge in it because you've been in the game as long as probably, well, maybe not as long as I have.
Not as long.
Yeah, but at the same time, I've been honing my craft.
Yeah.
Now, not for you, the horny motherfuckers. Hey.
Right. Pause.
And it's weird because I don't have a love ballad in there.
Right.
I'm gonna have to do that for the sophomore.
That has to be something in the next project.
Yeah, it has to be. And I'm sorry, ladies. I got y'all. I got y'all on the next one. I got. I know you're gonna learn more from the master, though. Moving all that shit. I can't believe I was listening to your new joint while I was in the grocery store, and I'm sitting up here like getting some rice, and I picked up some chips, and you was on some smooth shit, and I was sitting up here like, oh damn, I ain't got no music like that. I ain't got nothing for the ladies. Goddamn, what was that? So I gotta get on some the MC type shit. Get on that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but the thing is that I thoroughly enjoyed just making something that if you listen to it and you get a laugh, and that was my whole point, to let you laugh and relax and just go with the vibe. And if you're a movie buff and you see the clips that I put in there and now you see, hey, he's putting something together that I can
Right.
actually flow with it.
Right.
You know. So
I mean, no,
I'm,
you delivered.
I'm very grateful. So
No,
whoever
but like
you
this,
guys,
I'm willing to bet too. Like even if people don't even know the movie that you're referencing, they're still getting the picture. Like I said, I didn't know that like the shallow grave. I had no idea that was from Twilight Zone Twilight Zone. But I pictured what you were, what you delivered on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
I
almost
haven't said anything about it because people would have thought that I made this up all on my own. I was like, no, this is gonna blow your mind. But like I said, if you're not in my age bracket, you're still not gonna get it.
Right.
You're still not gonna get it. You would literally have to see it. But for us in my age bracket, and if you watch the Twilight Zone, but Twilight Zone had multiple seasons and it was a lot of stories. That particular story was the one that scared the shit out of me. And there was no reason for me for why I actually put this into a song.
It's crazy that it paid off. It paid off that you did, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's like,
because I don't even remember the last time I put together a ghost story. I did, but that was back in 1996. It was called Mr. Punch. But it was the story of somebody that did wrong things for his own enjoyment and pleasure. And there was a puppet that was there from the day of his birth. And he followed him and kept telling him to do wrong and evil things. So by the time he died violently, he tortured him in the grave.
Ooh.
I actually wrote that song.
Wow. You got to bring that back, I think.
I got to find it, but but yeah, I don't even know why but like I said, it whatever it is that has me wanting to talk about certain things. But like I said, this was basically the supernatural. But I took that to the studio. I paid money, but the engineer was like, "Wow, this is dark." But he followed the story. He was like, "Yeah, you do evil things. Your final rest is going to extract God's vengeance." That's pretty much what that is.
Nice. I mean, and I would say before going into the next one, I would just say like you are a storyteller, though. Even I'm not sure if people. Well, I'm sure you shared this. You're also working on a book, no?
Yes. That's going to be my final task after I retire.
Right.
And I'm writing a high fantasy novel like Lord of the Rings and all of that. And I basically spent 23 years building the universe and everything else.
Right.
And now I can actually write the story because I got all the references and everything else for characters, cities,
nice.
Histories, of man, the angels, the demons, everything else. I've done it all, and all of it is chronicled. It's already copyrighted. So all I'm doing now is telling the story, and the story is about 70 children that got killed in the mage school, and they're all from different other kingdoms, from nobles to the king's, relatives and stuff like that. But the king, the mage school, in which that was another kingdom that was in that realm. The king was like, well, look, the other kings now they on my back, and we got to find out who the hell did this shit. So he sent his best knights to solve the mystery. And then between then, they do get to that point, but other things starts unraveling that will bring mankind together to fight the darkness. So I'm thinking it's going to be epic, but look, what do I know? I'm an amateur writer, so just like I'm an amateur hip hop MC. but I've learned a lot, and I got, you know, some credentials when I was in college to do, you know, writing and everything. So I'm living the dream. You know what I'm saying? You work your fingers to the bone for over 30 years. Now you want to put down the sword, and it's like, well, what should I have been doing? Oh, now you know, my eldest is grown. You know, my youngest is in, you know, getting ready to go to middle school. So I still got work to do with my grandson. He's in the middle school. So what do? Oh, okay. I could start writing my novel. But in the meantime, I'm going to use these couple of years to put out my, you know, my pentology, you know, bring out the old stuff that I had in the 90s that I was in the studio that unfortunately made me not be able to do it. I might have to switch it a little bit because, you know, we was taking out samples from records and stuff like that. You got to go through all of that. And I can't even remember half of the stuff that I sampled, but it was some good shit that we put together. And we did it for the hood. We just said, here, man, we put this in tapes. Here you go. You know, get the cassettes. And took it. Then some just gave a couple of dollars or whatever, but we wanted people to listen to our music. And like I said, the hood was hot with it.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see with that, like you being able to like find some of those old projects and bringing them out to light.
They may still have it. They may not. You know, who knows?
Well, God willing. Let's see. All right, we're on to the next track.
Walking Through Dreams.
Walking Through Dreams, and this one right here, man.
As we come into the end of the A side of the album, I want to dedicate this joint to every hip hop artist, whether from the late 70s to the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s, whether male or female, all of y'all did the damn thing. Shout out to the Dark Council. Shout out to Back by Popular Demand. And shout out to JOC Productions. Let's go. Dog seeing clowns having Twitter meltdown. Running them out reckless, they're stupid as they sound. Trying to act like they can really break it down. I get up in the ass and I run them out of town. You hate the Presidente? I feel for you, son. You better drink some rum, I'm about to have some fun. I'm taking all the pies, but that's no surprise. Bless all you guys with the wisdom I provide. I'm like a private eye that's always in disguise. I get all the clues and I catch you where you lie. You up Shit's Creek while I'm chilling on the beach. I'll knock out your teeth if I see you acting sweet, like your baby fruity pebbles and your Cocoa Puffs. You don't like the girls? There's nothing to discuss. I keep it 100 in everything I do. I'm walking through dreams, and I know you do too. When you're walking through dreams, yeah, you hold it down. Don't that shit, that's from the underground. When you're walking through dreams, yeah, you hold it down. So that's, you know how we get down. I'm back.
Yeah.
Just a regular freestyle. The music and the up tempo just gave me the urgency to just get in somebody's ass. I'm like, I'm gonna teach you a little something, boy. You know? And that's pretty much it, you know. And the music and the cadence and everything else that I was trying to put down, like I'm your dad and I'm teaching you something, guy. I'm your granddad and I'm teaching you something, boy.
Right. Sit down.
It was like, don't like the girls. There's nothing to discuss. Move on to the next one.
Yep. Walking Through Dreams, though. That was a good. I like that one right there. Really dope. Ooh, the Felix Legion.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to hear it? Yeah, man. Put it on. All right.
I believe you're expecting us.
I expect nobody. Identify yourselves to my satisfaction or die.
I commend your caution, Agent Arm. The watchword is, rebirth shall occur this night.
Say no more. You will follow me.
If you wanna know why my blood is running cold, my enemies tried to rush me at the show. They caught me by surprise. The boy had to fight. You fucked up, son. Now it's time for you to die. I called the Felix Legion. Now we got a reason. Blaze all these heathens, let them know it's hunting season.
Yo, we got you, brethren. Yo, come up to the spot. We gonna lay the plans down and show them what we got.
Yeah, I'll be there at 10. I gotta get my guns in, the MP5 and some Glocks for the win.
Got some good shit too. Wasn't even true. Good news is that we got a banging crew. We got Spoon and Scrap Banger in the back. We also got a girl Nova having a snack.
Holy shit, Prince, we going scorched earth?
You know how I gets down. I hit it where it hurts. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah, man. So
Man, this one right here is definitely one of my favorites. Definitely.
Yeah, a couple of the friends of mine said, "Yo, Felix Legion." The Felix Legion is such a dope because I was like, "Yeah, that's their gang." You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was like nothing like other people shouting out their clique and this that whatever. But I didn't want to, like I said, be anything close to that so people don't get the wrong message.
Right.
So I said, "Oh, just create a name that maybe it just sounds exotic or something like that." And I said, "Yeah, the Felix Legion." It was perfect, And all it is just And you hard rocks out there, y'all know y'all got that shit. I got trapdoor, some of that semi-autobiographical for me.
Man.
But I'm never on that level. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to what happened? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and then luckily for me, I had some people in the hood that was on that shit. Like, don't worry, we got you.
Oh yeah.
And I said, yeah, we had to have some street shit.
Had to. And that's what I like about this specific track and where you placed it though, because it's like you said, it's like you got all this other like songs that like have a different, like obviously like you're trying to stay positive, something fun, something to like lift up, and then slowly you kind of introduce this, it like right in the middle, a little bit at like into the second half, where it's like, all right, in case you thought I was gonna have something that.
The street joint,
the street joint, here it comes, and then you call it the
money, bigger, on the money. I was like, come on, now. I mean, I've lived the life. You understand what I'm saying? So I can talk on certain things, just like everybody else do when they in the hood, But I still say that this is, like I said, it's all makeup, But at the very least, you can, how should we say, you can appreciate that, man, we've been in those tight situations. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We had our enemies. We didn't know that they was there, and all of a sudden they popped up, and you for dolo, or you chilling with a chick, and then they run up on you. Yeah, man, it's embarrassing, this and that. But you got to get out of there before the real damage comes in, and then you got to let your legions know, we coming for that head. Yeah, exactly. And the people that being in the streets, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. That one's gonna be it for sure for all those who know. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, that's a T'Challa super juice.
Yes.
Oh.
My name is King T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka.
I let that
I am the sovereign ruler of the nation of Wakanda.
Chadwick Boseman.
For the first time in our history,
I just
will be sharing our knowledge and resources with the outside world. Wakanda will no longer watch from the shadows. We cannot. We must not. We will work to be an example of how we as brothers and sisters on this earth should treat each other. What connects us and separates us? We must find a way to look after one another as if we
try. I know it was kind of long, but I said no, fuck that. I want that message to be out there.
No, it's good that you kept it there. And then even how this beat comes in.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we need to have something.
Yeah.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. El Presidente back in the game. Heading to Wakanda, cause I heard the call. Know the Dark Council is ready for war. Lights, camera, action, I see the whole scene. Bang on the drums as we rally the team. Jump on the horse with a spear in the air. Command the troops with a voice so clear. Everyone's prepared, so let's get it done. Protect your wife, your daughter, and your son. That shit is priority number one. Stay with me now, cause you know I'm having fun. The party is live in the African plains. Eating sugar cane as you're all entertained. Getting more hype as I hear all the drums. Praise God forever as you bask in the sun.
I want that T'Challa superpower juice he was drinking.
Wise, good bridges. but the foolish build barriers. We must find a way to look after one another.
I want that T'Challa superpower juice he was drinking.
So basically, this was a joint that I did for the Dark Council. And like I said, it's an oldie one, but I wanted to revisit it. Number one, because like I said, it was one of the it was coming up on the Chadwick Boseman's passing, and a lot of us was on Twitter like, why are we not recasting T'Challa? You know, you could recast this one, that one. It's almost like that's why we got Wakanda Forever, which is just like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like downgrade. You know, you don't even, and then you try to put together a bastard child for T'Challa and all that. I said, come on, man. I mean, really? Then now you gotta have a love child. Why you gotta have that? You know, I mean, you're just taking the majesty of T'Challa and just like putting him on like he's in the projects or something.
Right.
So I'm sitting up here like I love Black Panther so much that literally it changes your whole perspective, especially for our people. And you know, and like I said, everybody was, you know, talking about recast, and I felt like, yeah, this is a good time to bring that old joint out and just put it out there in there, and then just, you know, rearrange the music in and of itself.
Right.
So now you got that full African, you know, vibe. You know what I'm saying? When you be on the drums and this, that, whatever. Like you was in Wakanda. That was my whole thing. You know,
no, you definitely delivered on that. You definitely delivered on that.
You know, and it's just, you know, straight for my people. But then again, every ethnicity can at the very least, you know, love, especially, you know, for the you know, for our Hispanic, you know, brothers and sisters and everything else. Y'all got a wonderful culture and everything else, and like I said, we still vibe to it too. You know what I'm saying? You always vibe with certain things that really uplifts you and just makes your heart feel good. And that was the whole purpose of me putting down T'Challa's Super Juice.
Man, I love it. I mean, that honestly, the whole song, like just the beat, it's really a vibe, man. It's really a vibe because, like you said, you start off obviously with the insert of like his speech, which is like, you know,
and I knew it was long, and I was hoping that the listeners like just bear with me.
I think you know, I don't even think there's a concern there, because I think, like you, everybody's on the same page as far as like T'Challa is beloved by so many people, especially, you know, since it's the version of Chadwick Boseman, who obviously people
Chadwick Boseman was sitting up here,
you know what I mean,
with cancer, and he's up here fulfilling wishes, and people, you know, wanting to see him, and they just showering the flowers, and he's just giving it all, especially for the kids.
For the kids,
But he had his own issue. I was like,
he embodied it. He embodied it.
He did. He did.
You know, and honestly, it may be even is like, maybe it's even like foolish to even say that, but what I will say is just that he himself was just a great person. You know what I mean? Like, he really was.
We lost him. We lost another.
We lost a real good one there. And but all that to say that, when people hear that, I don't think they're thinking, oh, how long is this? No, I think they're thinking like, man, what a great scene with a great actor. You know what I'm saying? Who, you know, that scene really says something powerful. You know what I'm saying? And then honestly, it resonates with all culture. It resonates with all peoples. It resonates with all nationalities, for that matter, because what he says is like, it's a key thing. It's universal, you know. But all that being said, I think people listen to that and they're thinking like,
I do.
You're taking them back to that moment, you know, like, oh man, what a great moment. And then, like I said, once you get into the song, it's like, it's just a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It is a vibe. You feel like it's like you're in Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's exactly what I was hoping.
You know what I'm saying? You're going, that's what you were going for, and you succeeded because that's what I felt like. I'm like, man, I'm like,
close your eyes and
right
just,
now.
with the,
you know what I mean?
The African drums and stuff like that.
Yeah, and even with that, like the chant that keeps, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, love it. You know, and like you said, it's obviously with the whole recast T'Challa thing, which, you know, and that's not even like again, anybody who can. I feel people can, like, there's two things that can be done here. Is like you can appreciate Chadwick Boseman for like what he did with the character, obviously, and or just the fact that he played the character, right?
Right.
And because look, I'm probably like the only person who probably felt this way, but I'll be honest. From the moment that he passed, and obviously they were trying to consider what they were going to do next, and do they pass the torch to the sister or whatever, like it's like all that talking. I was vocal even then, like, no, like recast T'Challa because that's important. Because as much as I love and appreciate what Chadwick Boseman did with the Black Panther character, the reality is it's like Chadwick Boseman's his legacy is beyond the T'Challa character. That's so I'll set that to the side because that's who he is. He's a great actor who's done many great films. On the other side of that coin, we have T'Challa, who's one of the greatest characters in Marvel history, especially due to the fact that it's just the Black Panther, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, prominent hero on a cultural level, and but even on a like badass like comic book level, like that's just a badass character people love to see. And the fact that you guys are gonna cut it short because the man who played the role died, it's like it almost seemed like I don't know. What's what I'm looking for? Almost like some false. It was like it was false.
False advertisement.
Not advertisement. It's another word I'm looking for. It's like it was. I don't know, not false righteousness, but it was like maybe false righteousness is the word I'm looking for. I feel like that's not the word, but like they think they're doing something right, but you're not.
You're not.
You're not because you're disservicing the character itself for what it stands for. Like, Chadwick Boseman is a great actor and he'll be remembered as that. But this character, T'Challa, is a great character. And you're selling him short now, just because because in your false sense of righteousness, you feel that this is the move. And the reality is you should be recasting to make sure that this character lives on.
Yeah, because the image of a Black man that's heroic and upright and everything else needs to be on that screen. And I'm disgusted at the fact that y'all sit up here, have a bunch of women running around here doing really nothing. Yeah. And then on top of that, it's almost like everybody else got their favorites, but we can't just have ours. I was like, nah.
And it was like, it was just crazy to even have them do that because it's like you guys just put him like he was just at the pinnacle of like of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like so it just was crazy to me that they didn't consider recasting the character. I'm like,
it was, but I put that joint out there just so it'll be in your face. T'Challa, the name, and I'm talking about the man himself, and that's it. So if you don't like it, oh well, you got Ironheart and Shuri and all this other thing. You can have that.
Right. All right, let's keep it going. Oh, I love this one so much.
Yeah,
I love this one so much.
Yeah, this was going to be my ultimate favorite. But I'm putting it on the second one because the favorite is going to be at the very end. Okay. But this right here. This was a piece that I feel like I outdid myself, and it was to me, it's pretty much close to a masterpiece.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Well, it's just
because the Silver City, you still don't know what it is until you actually hear it. Right. And then it will be dawned on.
Yeah. And just a sample used for this.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite films, to be honest. So,
me too.
All right, let's go ahead and play that.
Remember that howsoever you are played or by whom, your soul is in your keeping alone. When you stand before God, you cannot say, but I was told by others to do thus, or that virtue was not convenient at the time. This will not suffice. Remember that.
I come to understand that it's part of his plan that mankind at some point will join hands. Poverty, war, the need to settle scores, betraying all those that opens the doors. I'm bound by the old laws and the old code to show all my foes there's nowhere to go. What a tangled web we choose to deceive. Let us help us to set your mind and soul free. The scripture shows all the things that you need, and knowledge is a power that I give you the key. What truly awaits us when we're gone? Pain through the dark or light with a song? The choice is clear when you live a good life. If you do something wrong, then try to make it right. The day will come when mankind sails a ship to the shores eternal, where lies eternal bliss in the Silver City.
Let the church say,
Amen.
Amen. Don't that sound so good?
Your soul is in your keeping alone.
In the Silver City.
Let the church say, Amen. Don't that sound so good?
Your soul is in your keeping alone.
Yep.
This is my most important song, and if it's not clear to you when you listen to this, I am literally giving you the picture of the afterlife.
Right.
In the Bible, in the Torah, and in the Quran. These three books, scriptures, these things are interconnected, and I can't understand why people are walking around atheists right here, because at some point certain things connects.
Yep.
Prophets have connections with the same God, the only one that was there. And it's like there can't be no God. Because Tyson, Neil deGrasse Tyson or whoever it is, you got your head, burned up, knowing that they're just stars and they're just gonna burn and this, that, whatever. We don't know when the end will come, but the end will come at only God's calling. And there are always scriptures that say the same thing. These are not coincidences.
Right.
And the description of heaven is basically the same.
Yep.
And that's what I put into that song.
Yeah.
The description of what it is.
Yeah.
To what degree in which you will see your loved ones if you're on the right side. But I wanted to stay on the right side because I still have the other part that I gotta put down in here.
Right.
But for the Silver City, that is my most personal, and it's more personal because I'm using my own lyrics and my own song to keep me in line of what God wants me to do.
Right. Exactly.
I purposely did that. So whatever crazy stuff that I put in or what have you, that song is going to come in and it's going to remind me that your life is very finite. You need to do good deeds as much as you possibly can if you want to go to the Silver City. It's a myth. It's not that, okay, but I'm telling you, that's a good place you would want to be.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah. So that is my most important song, and I'm not ashamed, and I'm more proud of that for everything over everything else in the album. That has to be there to be the balance. You want to enjoy yourself, you want to dance, you want this, that, whatever. Okay, that's fine. But like I said, I'm not 21, I'm not 18 or whatever, and talking about frivolous shit that really doesn't have, because you know how these young boys is getting taken out before they're even 35 or 40.
Oh yeah.
So you have to, at the very least, get to a certain point in your life where you have to think, And with all these grades that's in my hand now, on my head, I'm really looking at it really consciously. What am I doing? And what is going to benefit me to do certain things that's not going to get me to the Silver City. It's almost like you have to say to yourself, when you listen to that song, that's what I want you to feel like. I need to be up there. And I'm hoping some people will get to it,
Right. Aim upwards.
And
Aim upwards.
and the music itself, I wanted that feel that the orchestra, like the orchestra,
Yes.
will tell you that this is where you need to go.
Yeah. No, it delivers, bro. It delivers. It delivers. Because I remember hearing that. I'm like, oh man, that's
I may think it's corny, but like I said, I'm at the age now where like I said, I don't have that. We don't know when the clock is going to be out.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm just trying to, at the very least, praise God. Especially in an arena where you don't get a lot of that in hip hop.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. No, I feel the same way. About that. So, I mean, kudos to you for sticking to it. You know what I'm saying, and not shying away and understanding
I know
that
it may sound
that's our
corny,
purpose.
but trust me, it's not. The more that you listen to it and you see the description of heaven and what your life could be after you're gone, but you don't know. And then like I said, when your life is fading, and you will know it. And then the scriptures will always tell you, verily, like I said, there will be an appointment for you. But if you keep acting like it doesn't exist, or you don't know, or that, listen to the prophets that tells you exactly what this is. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he's been doing that for over 20 something years to try to tell you what it will look like. But the Bible even says in certain respects the same thing in the Torah. And then I'm looking at it from the research, and I'm like, wait a minute, everybody, they say the same thing.
Yeah.
You can't make this up.
Yeah, you can't. I always tell people
you're an atheist, but then again, y'all motherfuckers, y'all rolling the dice.
Right. Oh,
like I said, I don't want to be in y'all shoes.
No.
I really don't.
I actually saw this funny joke today where it was like a guy says, an atheist makes fun of me because I believe God created the heavens and the earth, or that we are products of His creation, and that but then he's like, but you believe we come from nothing. So like, what's crazier? You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that we believe that there is a creator, or the fact that you believe you could be created by nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you really
put it, like I said, even somebody said, well, the atoms split open, and then, well, somebody had to create those atoms.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, there's always
the atom split and this, that, whatever, but the atom had to come from something.
Yeah, exactly.
The atom didn't create itself and then multiply. No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way. And not to say that that's what I believe, but if that's what you subscribe to, even then you have to believe, like, you have to agree, like, well, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it's just,
like I said, I want to entertain you, but I want to entertain you to a certain extent where, you know what I'm saying? I'm loving doing this album and stuff, but I would be remiss.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I got this one, I got that, I got funny stuff, I got ghost stories and stuff, but I can't put a song out to, at the very least, exalt the Lord of all the worlds and everything else. Come on now. That's kind of selfish, especially, you know what I'm saying, at the age that I am. It's gonna be lots of, that's another reason why I'm doing my high fantasy novel. It's gonna be high fantasy, everything else, but the one thing is that it's gonna be one God. And some of the scriptures of the Quran and the Bible, I'm already sneaking that in but I'm using different languages. but you're getting the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the gods and all of this, it'll be that, and I hate doing it like that. But I'm making a point that at some point, the many gods or whatever the case may be, as the how should we say, as the story progresses in terms of millennia and this, that, where kingdoms fall and rise and this, but the immortals are the ones that says these there is only one God, and we know it because we was in heaven with him. And then we came down to earth to handle some business, and well, it didn't work out too for us. But we are teaching mankind, because mankind is the companions that we were supposed to be in heaven. So it was a big thing, and I know I'm connecting the dots, but at the same time, you're getting a fantasy novel rooted in universal truth.
Right.
You know? I said, if I can't get this thing going, I don't know what to do. But yeah, the Silver City is my second favorite, and it should have been my first, but the first will be to the end.
Yeah, we're getting there. Gino B said, "Wasn't that the roots of hip hop?" Yep, exactly.
Yes.
Where did the uplifting messaging of storytelling go? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah,
yes, sir. Gino, you hit it right on the head, brother.
Yep. All right, let's keep it moving. Next up in the list, we got the Fabulous Foursome.
Yes, my favorite. DC, baby.
Yeah. I love this one.
Here come the Teen Titans, a quartet of towering talents. Kid Flash, whose speed defies the eye to follow. Wonder Girl, swift and powerful super lass. Speedy, whose fantastic arrows perform awesome feats. Aqualad, bold and daring marine marvel. Fabulous foursome for right against might, the Teen Titans.
Try as you like as you create the strife that mankind always gotta work to make right. Hold tight, he comes at the speed of light. Kid Flash, he's back and he's ready to go fight.
The bad guys puff in their chest, they better chill. Wonder Girl in the building and the shit just got real. Aqualad is already here from the first with that good spring water that he brought from his earth.
Speedy came through ready to rock the spot. Green Arrow told him, you better have this on lock. 24/7, the city needs protecting. These wanna be tough guys, they gonna learn a lesson.
Keep these clowns dressing, cause they know that we're destined to rock their world and have these bitches get to stepping. Crime is a no-no, even if it's on the low. Whether day or night, rain, sleet, or snow.
Fabulous foursome for right against might.
Sight be on sight, yeah, we're ready for a fight.
Fabulous foursome for right against might.
Do you do wrong, son, and then you gonna pay the price.
Fabulous foursome for right against might.
Sight be on sight, yeah, we're ready for a fight.
Fabulous foursome for right against might.
Okay, all right, here we go. Yo, basically, I'm giving DC love, baby.
Exactly.
You got the Teen Titans, Aqualad, Wonder Girl, Speedy, and Kid Flash.
Kid Flash.
You know, the Fabulous Foursome.
Fabulous Foursome, dude.
They got the bad guys on the run. The bad guys are sitting up there like, what the hell, man? We had this thing on lock for a minute. Now they back in the business. We got to do something, baby. So, yeah. So this is going to be a trilogy. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That is dope.
So
and like again,
spoiling it. I've just want y'all to listen to it. And
yes.
You're going to see more storytelling.
More storytelling. I was just going to say that. Like you're literally, and you can see it. You can see it through your ears. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. I like
the chorus alone just gets me.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, the moment the way it starts, the chorus. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, so good. All right. Yo, sound man, turn it up.
I don't even know, man. It should be my favorite.
You'd like to buy more presents, huh? I told you you're wasting your time.
We ain't wasting any more time. That was that guy's last chance.
No, wait a minute.
Sure, I'll get him tomorrow morning when he.
Right there. But bring it back.
Yep.
Now, I did this on purpose.
Okay.
Because Fabulous Foursome was the one before it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they fought, like I said, they're getting ready to go against the supervillains. So, but when Fabulous Foursome ends, I said to myself, well, this crime is still going to be going in because, like I said, I'm not going. I want people to listen to it to the end, and then hopefully you'll be able to connect the dots. But now we got Sound Man turn up, and it's like, well, where the Fabulous Foursomes? Well, like I said, you got to listen to the full song to get the gist of it.
Right.
Now play it.
Right. Let's go.
You thought you could buy more, Fraser, huh? I told you you're wasting your time.
We ain't wasting any more time. That was that guy's last chance. We're going to take care of him tonight.
Can't one of your mugs forget it.
Sure, I'll forget it tomorrow morning when he's floating down the river. I'm not taking orders from you all of a sudden. He's not going to appear at no grand jury tomorrow. Shooting off his mouth. I say he gets it tonight.
Fasten your seatbelts, it's time for us to ride. Looking in my eyes, cause you know I do not lie. I see all these kids acting like super tough. When I get up in the grill, they be saying, that's us. Here we know that already, yo, sit down. We take you out of town, and you never will be found. The angels part the clouds as they now blow the horn. You don't need a uniform unless you're doing something wrong. Hold on, let me be free to give you what you need. Put you on a new path faster than Mercury. Every time I shine, all these haters lose their minds. There's always gonna be that, so yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, the word got out quick. Your record wasn't shit, but cheer up, Pilgrim. I'm here to bring the hits. No time to go stress, no time to take a rest. The wisdom personified will always have you vexed.
Oh, real head that. Word up.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Hey.
Word up. Yo, Sound Man, turn it up. Oh, real head that. Word up.
Yeah, that's on the bomb, yo.
Word up. Yo, Sound Man, turn it up.
Yeah, so this is pretty much explanatory. This is just absolute me having fun.
Yeah,
just nothing but just fun. And because it's a freestyle, but it connects to Fabulous Foursome, you know. And I said to myself, wow, this is like a matinee and then the actual real movie.
Right.
But I absolutely, like I said, had so much fun doing Sound Man Turn It Up.
Yeah.
So hopefully for those who get the album, hopefully you'll love it too, man. Really.
No, they definitely will. That's for sure. I only need to know one thing.
Yes.
This is a good one.
And now here's a word from our sponsor.
Kane seemed fine. We were all having dinner, and it must have laid something inside his throat, some sort of embryo. He started.
Look, man, I only need to know one thing. Where they are.
Oh, that's kick-ass.
Anytime, anywhere, man.
Right. Somebody said alien. She thought they said illegal alien and signed up.
Fuck you, man.
Anytime, anywhere.
Are you finished?
What's up, boys and girls? Yeah, I'm ready to catch wreck. Your blatant disrespect, got my hands on your neck. You wanna call the cops? Well, you better call collect. Your dumb ass be better off calling Boba Fett. Touching down on planet Earth, your boy has returned. Lady, shake your titties, whether so or they're firm. Fake it till you make it, and I'll wait your turn. I told all my boys in the firm, let it burn. Critique this or beat this, you don't have a chance. If you're all in a trance and your dumb ass to France. Haters hating hard, but we let the devil live. While you banging on them whores, I'm teaching the kid. Don't be like your bum dad or your freaky mom. Educate and elevate, that's how to be a don. Like Corleone, Gotti, Clemenza, and the rest. Don't have me come out here, boy. You know how I rap, I say.
Look, man, I only need to know one thing.
All right.
Where they
are. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? If you having fun, you keep that thing going.
Yes,
there's nothing but a freestyle, you know, hopefully put cleverly, you know, little bits and pieces of movie clips that basically is your chorus. And all you're doing is just like, I'm spitting the lyrics and I'm having fun. But at the same time, man, listen, in this song, I say to myself, look, I'm a step above the rest, okay? You got your freaky mom and your bum ass dad. Everybody fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's happening with your kids? So I'm teaching them how to be dons. You know what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. Help me.
That's great. That is great. That is great. Oh man.
Oh, and fun fact. If you on Wednesday, I'll be at with my crew, the Dark Council.
Shout out Dark Council.
I'm gonna have the remix of that song.
Ooh,
I'm gonna do that on live on Wednesday night. So hang out with us if you can, and yeah, you're gonna get the remix of it.
Nice. Now this one right here, bro. Barrel in your mouth. Oh man.
You know what? I swear to God, it's almost like I have favorites, but I got favorites.
Right.
This is one of them.
This is definitely one of them. This has to be one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is real storytelling. Wow. I actually did it.
Okay, Mr. Elliott, fucking actor, you just made it big time. You're no longer an extra or big
Big
player
player.
or a supporting actor. You're a fucking star. You're a fucking star. And you're gonna be playing your one-man show nightly for the next 2 fucking years for a captive audience. Listen to this. You get out in a few years, you meet some old lady, you'll get married, and you'll be so understanding to your wife's needs because you'll know what it feels like to be a woman.
Super cops on patrol. This is the life.
Damn right, my dude, but the dealers are still tight.
Gives less than a fuck. They know we're all in control. So fix that face up. You're gonna pay me what you owe.
We don't get paid enough to be Hill Street Blues.
Or Cagney and Lacey.
Yeah, straight facts, my dude.
It's a cold world, but you can call me Mr. Freeze. Ain't nothing in the city that I know is for free. Captain is protecting the high-end escorts for all the councilmen and judges in New York.
The commissioner's so fake. I know he's trying to wait to be the governor of the whole entire state.
We bribed all the council members.
Yo, they want more?
Of course they do. That's what the escorts are for. Yo, you got some things for me?
Got it, B.
That's not what I want to hear, so get on your knees, cuz.
Rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. God damn. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's
we gotta start right there. Oh man.
The chorus wasn't even gonna be Biggie.
Really?
Yeah, it was gonna be Brand Nubian. But for some reason, I was what was I listening to? Oh, I was listening to him and Method Man. I had the like an old tape, but I converted it into a file.
Wow.
And I was playing. What was I playing? Oh, I was playing Call of Duty, and the song came in with Meth and Biggie, and for some reason there was a mix because they was mixing that song. And then the DJ was making his own, I guess, his own version of it, and it was like rings and things you think about, bring them out. It's hard to yell with but it was like an acapella, and it went dun, 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 but they put Biggie in there, and the more I kept listening to it, I was like, rings and thing, barrel in your mouth.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Then the light bulb came up. Oh, because I'm telling the story of crooked cops getting that bag, and what do you have to do? You gotta intimidate people.
Yes.
Put the barrel, and that's what it made.
Wow.
It was perfect.
Wow. Perfect.
It was perfect.
Wow.
But just to have them listen to the end, like I said, I think that was my manifesto right there. I literally made like a mini movie on this song. And I'm so proud.
100%.
It came out perfect.
Yeah, like you said, this is definitely one of those favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Because towards the end, you get some of the music from. Wait a minute. That's from the TV. There we go. Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right.
So I'm not gonna spoil the surprise, but if you in our age bracket, the 80s and all that, you gonna get it.
Right. Man, that's great. And now for the final song of the project.
Ever lease.
Right on 85.
This is my absolute personal favorite.
Okay, we're gonna
on
play
many levels. On
Yeah.
a spiritual level, on a spiritual level, and on a level in which I'm thanking all of y'all for purchasing, streaming the album. I'm literally telling you that, you know, you guys are the real heroes for even,
Right.
purchasing my album or whatever. But I'm still freestyling, but at the same time I'm giving God the praise,
Right.
and just let people know that I'm leaving. And
Right.
maybe I may not make another album, I am hoping to do it again, but what if something happens to me?
Right. You never know. Right.
And this right there, especially with the intro from good old Ric Flair, it
Yeah.
made sense.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, and I'm a ride on 85, and it's almost like, I've done my work on Earth, because that's how I was thinking as I was writing the lyrics.
Right. Okay.
Like, if
That
this
makes sense.
was
Actually,
going to
that
be my
tracks.
song, this was it. This is me saying goodbye, and thank you for, at the very least, listening to the entire album, in
Right.
its entirety.
Right.
And if I don't make another, record or album again, this would be my thank you to you all.
To you all. Right.
And I wanted the music to reflect that in a way in which emotionally I'm literally grateful and humbled by anything good that you may think of my album.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and play it so people can get a little snippet on that one, because it really is that heavy.
So this is my absolute.
Tell them like it is, girls. Put that camera on that side one time. Woo! And I want the whole world to know.
Like I said, the music.
I got my Learjet sitting right out there, 10 Turner by my side. Get my limousine. Ride on 85. Get my Learjet. Woo! And take off.
All your kings in the house, all your queens on the throne, giving all the love back for everything you've shown, whether live on the air or talking on the phone, whether in group chat or kicking it alone. I ask God to bless you for all that you did. Bless your husband, your wife, and all your kids with everything that's good in this life that you live. Cause God is good, think he ain't where he is. It boggles the mind how much love I got. Blessed and protected, that's why I'll never stop. The music is divine and the lyrics won't pop. It's like the cops that your body stay on top. I'm a man of my word, and the word is conferred. Everything that you heard is damn near absurd. If it don't come from me, then it can't be believed. Just breathe, let me proceed to give you what you need.
Tell them like it is, girls. 10 Turner by my side. Ride on 85. And take off.
That's pretty much it. And it just goes through that, just Ric Flair, when she's trying to tell you, wait, and it's like, I may be going to heaven or purgatory or whatever. I'm on the ride. I'm riding on 85, and she's saying, wait, come back.
Right.
It's like I have to go.
Yep.
And that's exactly how that played out. But the music itself is hopeful. It's a very hopeful vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm really, really proud of how I put that together. Because there was the old one that I had from 2021, but it wasn't really complete. And I went back to it and I said, I need to complete this thing. This thing has just been sitting there.
Right.
And I worked my fingers to the bone, but to make it exactly how it was. And
Wow.
I was just like, this is my masterpiece right here.
Yeah.
For so many reasons.
Yeah. I definitely feel that. Like it tracks with what like,
because
knowing that I've heard it.
The last song on the album, and you get a piece of, like I said, just having to be grateful that I was able to make this, that people might actually like it. But if something happens to me, this is my legacy then.
Right.
And then the very final track is me saying goodbye, or this was my swan song, and I'm not here amongst the people. So what would my legacy be? And I think it would be with this album, if something happens to me, God forbid. But if it was to pass, then I'm trying to be forward thinking. I need to tell people that I'm grateful, I'm humbled, and thank you for even listening. But at the same time, I'm trying to give you every little bit of flavor that you can think of, but still be mindful that there's another goal that we have to achieve.
Right.
Regardless whether my place in hell or heaven, it's just me in the car, just riding to my final destination.
That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep. Man, bro. I mean, I think God forbid, God forbid, but man, if this is what you leave us with,
yeah,
we're all better for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you. I really appreciate it, and that was the reason why I had to put like I said, the first and the last album has to be like outstanding, you know. And I did it with with Wishing on a Star, but it was more upbeat, you know, it was in your face. Ride on 85 is, like the angels are putting me in the car and just like your work is done, you know, and you're riding off into the sunset to your final destination.
Wow. Oh wow. I mean, that's
security concepts.
But I was about to say, like, that security concepts, like, if that doesn't, I mean, I feel like, I hope what people can take away from what we talked about is just the amount of work and the amount of thought, and heart that you put into this, and none of it should be taken for granted. You know, I know I don't. It's like I said, the reason I wanted to have this conversation is just because I already knew this. You know what I'm saying? Not that we talked about it, but obviously, one, I guess, being an artist myself, I know what goes into it, but hearing your album, I can tell what went into it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I was like, no, hold on, like, I don't know, like, I didn't know what you plan on doing. I don't know if you planned on like talking about it deep at any point, but I was like,
you know what? I wanted to do it on the Dark Council, but we would have so many topics and stuff. Like I said, I needed something like this to, like I said, just talk the music of, because like I said, we're already 2 hours in, and I'm shocked that my daughter's mother didn't call me. Maybe she fell asleep and stuff. Maybe I just dodged a bullet, but either way, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. But either way, I needed this to, at the very least, verbalize, because I did try to verbalize it a little bit at the Dark Council, but that was before like I said, the album came out, and I just did like a quick summary, but nothing in depth like we just did here. So now you know exactly what was on my mind, what was in my head, that I from the writing, from the music, and everything else.
That's mission accomplished, because like that's definitely what I was trying to do. I knew that, like I said, I just was like, man,
thank you.
Project, I just knew that. Like, I'm like, hold on, there's so much that he put into this that I want to know selfishly for myself, but obviously I want others to know too. So I was like, all right, let's just live stream that.
Hopefully they got the message today. I don't know what's happening with Instagram, but maybe hopefully people will catch the replay in this, because I said, if you want to really know what my whole thing is, there it is. It's on the Chop Shot. Go look at it, listen, and you will know exactly what my process was.
Right, man. Well, brother, I mean, like I said, I know I can speak for myself and say I appreciate this conversation we had.
Me too.
I just love.
I'm so very happy that we finally got together again. So that's a good thing. Always love your company and everything else, because you got knowledge up the ass too, but you low key with it. you know, and I
Gotta
love
be.
that part, you know, about you as well. So,
Right.
and I'm so glad that you're my brother, and you know what I'm saying. We did, like I said, we two peas in the pod,
Yep.
but at the very least, man, you know, we get along great.
Yes.
But I know that we're gonna have to have another collabo, you know.
Yep.
This is gonna be on my side now.
Hey,
The next
let
one.
me know. Let me
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be more than happy to join in on,
Yes,
even
sir.
if it's storytelling.
I mean,
Let me.
my beef may not be on the side of your producer, so I just have to do what I can. Hopefully,
Hey, I'll meet you where you're at, man. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, dude, like honestly, this album, a lot of these beats, I'm like, ooh, that's like, here's the thing, bro. Like, yeah, obviously, I'm very in tune with the new school of things, and
yeah,
you know, I'm trying to diversify my sound. But
Mhm.
that being said, I mean, like, I really do enjoy that old school hip hop sound. Like that's what I came up on. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Like, so that's actually what, you know, that's what pulls me the most. You know, so hearing your album for sure, it's like a breath of fresh air for me.
Thank you.
You know, because I'm like, man, that's just, you know, again,
I'm so
it's that
grateful
purity of rap that I
that
feel.
not only you, but a lot of other people are seeing that too. You know, maybe not too much, but at the very least, my efforts was not in vain. If people are that don't know me and just listen to one or two tracks, and they're, you know, put me on articles and stuff like that, I just, you know, praise God, and that's pretty much it. I'm just very grateful that people are favorable to it. And like I said, I'm not putting out no frivolous bullshit.
Right.
I'm trying to make certain statements, you know,
Right.
but at the same time entertaining people, you know.
Oh, well, you definitely entertained, and the
Yes, sir.
statements were made and received.
I don't want to be boring while I'm up here on the mic, so yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, well, brother, I definitely don't want to keep you too long than I already have. But
Yeah, I
man,
gotta
I'm
get
glad
up
we
at
had this conversation.
8:30 in
Though,
the morning. I already just looked at the clock. Oh, jeez. All right. Let me gotta work.
I mean, this is my Friday, so that's why I didn't mind. But
oh, good for you, bro.
Yeah.
Good for you. My week is just
That sounds like when you said tomorrow 7:30. I'm like, oh, perfect. Yeah,
I know. You be up here snoring. I'm up here on the bus like, oh, I gotta go to work.
I'll be dreaming about the shallow grave. I'm gonna hit you up the next day, like, bro, you gave me nightmares, man. I'm like, now that I know it's a ghost story, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me in my dreams.
Shoot, I don't do it. Not the woman made it.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, bro, man. But hey, man, I just know that I love you, bro, and
love you too, brother.
I definitely
thank you for having me on your show, and to all your audience and everything. Thank you for whoever stood here for start to finish.
Right.
Salute to you. And hopefully we gave you some entertainment, but some good information in terms of how I roll. You know,
right? No, for sure. I'm sure for those who tuned in, a lot was learned, and even for people who just need insight on how music gets constructed, I think even on that end, it's going to be it's a learning something, even a learning tool for sure. So again, bro, I appreciate you hopping on. Appreciate everybody who hopped on with us to join. Pretty much just watch the conversation. Even those who commented on the comment section. Shout out to the Dark Council who showed up and showed love. You know what I'm saying? All the artists that hopped on Facebook for me that I saw it on my end. That, you know, appreciate you guys hopping on. And you know, honestly, I'll probably even take the time to like say, like, any artist that wants to have these kind of conversations, I'm open to like this. I love this. This is what I love doing. I love chopping it up with, you know, one, brothers that I have, you know, a camaraderie with, and two, artists that I know for sure have passion and drive in what they do. And that's why this one was easy for me. I'm like, you know, Abu Nas is my brother, and I love this project. So, you know, this was easy.
I'm grateful.
This was easy. You know, and so again, bro, just keep it going, man. I definitely can't wait for the following projects. And actually, if you got something coming up.
Yeah, my next project before I get out of here.
Yep.
Geez, almost 11:30. Next project is for all you House of the Dragon fans. I am literally putting up, because me and Lorena Creo, our producer for the Dark Council, we did reviews of the first season, and it was fire. Everything was good, blah blah blah. And but the music I had there was just for the Dark Council, but I just put it away. But because of its popularity, and I know there's a lot of people that wants to have probably probably may not, be thinking that, wait a minute, there's a hip hop song of the House of the Dragon.
The House of the Dragon.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think the people have, how should we say, got the corner market on that.
Right.
So I'm just gonna jump in there and show them that hip hop can be storytelling up the wazoo, and I'm living proof of that. So I already got all 10, episodes already written, and the music is already halfway done. So all I'm doing is just polishing it, just maybe do vocals on certain things or whatever. But I should have it. It's already October, probably by towards the end of December. We'll have it.
Nice.
So you can relive the glory days of House of the Dragon, each piece, and then get the little clips of some of the episodes to accentuate the music, and like I said, me retelling the episode. That's all it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I'm loving it right now because I got new music and I'm putting it together. So yeah, you're getting that definitely hip hop flavor with all the stuff that went down in House of the Dragon season 1. But season 2 is going to be a little bit different because some of them are just dropping the ball and shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I do for the source material. So that way nobody won't skip a beat. But that'll be sometime, next year or whatnot. And that'll be something I'll be working on. But I'll be working on my second album after the new year, probably
after the new year.
February. Yeah, February. I'll get it started because I'm already in the lab just putting out notes.
Okay.
So, trust me, I'm gonna be on the grind with this thing right now, especially with how much it's resonating with people, even though it's slow, but the people are coming out, and I'm just grateful that they're actually seeing, and like I said, listening from what their perspective is, and it's like, wow, I haven't heard music like this in a while. And I'm grateful for that because hopefully maybe that'll be a trend.
Hey, gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
All right,
brother, I love you, man.
Love you too,
bless. Bro. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. You know what it is. It's the Chop Shop. Make sure you check out my boy Abu Nas' music on all streaming platforms, music streaming platforms for that matter. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Twitter. I'm not sure if there's anywhere else, but
Instagram. I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
Abu Wasima. Yeah. Facebook, I don't. I have it, but it's for more of the families. I don't even jump on it. I'm jumping on there to promote the thing, but I got way too much family members, and you know what I'm saying. And sometimes they clash, and I'm trying to be off the radar.
We know how that goes, man. We know how that goes.
I love my family.
Yeah, exactly. It's all love, no matter what. All right, then. Well, everybody, much love. God bless. Salute. We out.
Martial arts, karate, I bust you down like Itachi, cause you your Jin Hachi. Straight kamikaze, I'm talking to bodies as I go straight brawling. Y'all niggas could hardly be me, I'm not part of the sea. I'm part of the sea like Moses. No psychosis, the hope is focus. I put importance to staying focused. Ignore all the BS on my timeline, I throw a lifeline for those thinking I ain't about mine. Hit you upside your head with a tie iron. can't be your time if it's my time. The set to be patient, I'm patiently waiting. It's driving me crazy, cause lately the odds that I'm facing is basic and basically tragically hating. Anticipating my fall, they want it all for themselves. So I made the call, no need to stall. I go and get them all off of the shelf. I take affirmative action, I'm blasting and laughing of how you're reacting to my satisfaction of cashing injections and Benjis and Wilsons, the life that you always imagined. Brother from the goal, yeah. If you ever see him go, it's Holocaust, the Holy Ghost, overcome or overflow. Yeah. Either way, it's overdose. Watch you walk or comatose, penetrating to your soul. Tit for tat and toe for toe, pound for pound and blow for blow. You would never see me fold. Claiming that what you don't know, that is how you get exposed. Left it there with bullet holes.
Leave it alone. Promises all day.